Good evening. How art thou? How art thou? How art thou? Hey, Mariana, how are you? Mariana. So, this
Hello,
is,
Mariana.
she's such a sweetheart. I like her. Disha, Mariana, like I feel like
Disha
they're
here?
my kids. Not yet.
Oh.
She will be. She don't miss a show.
Mm.
Yeah, it is usually like a whole bunch of people sitting and waiting, but I know that I haven't been on in a minute. But I needed to take some time for myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mina's here, so they about to act a fool, okay? I'm glad she got here before we got a lot of viewers.
Hi, Miss Gigi. How art thou? Miss Crochet Queen. That's Miss Crochet Queen.
Mm.
And Angie. I don't know who's Smiley. Who's Smiley?
Okay, can I see your phone? My phone
Miss
update.
Smile art thou? How art thou? So, today was a question. Ashley, how are you? Miss Smiley. How are you, Ashley? Actually, I was gonna send you something but I needed some rest. I slept today. I needed some rest. But yeah, the
Who's the fast
she
crocheter?
won
Talking about me?
another fast crocheter. I see. I'm good and you ladies. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's you. I love when y'all are together. Aw, you're so sweet. So sweet. So I actually just woke up not too long ago.
Huh?
You're just listening tonight? Well, aren't you always listening, Miss Mimi? Uh, so, okay. This is a question that was asked me a while ago by OES sister, my Eastern Star sister. I've never met her before. She's not even in the same state, but you know, we're all sisters. She wanted to she was in a really bad situation where she was in a hotel and she crochets. So she wanted to crochet and make some extra money, but with limited funds. She wasn't working at the time because she just lost her job. It wasn't during this pandemic, it was last year. But I thought about it only because someone else asked that same question. And right now, they're not working. She's going to start working, but it's going to be a job that she had to like basically like minimum wage. So before she was making good money, but now because of the pandemic, her job is not allowed to open. And because her job is not allowed to open, she's like, I need to make extra money because this is not going to cover my bills. And my landlord is not hearing it. So the best thing about us crocheters is the fact that we can make something out of nothing. We could definitely make a profit on very little funds. And that's how I got started because at one point in time I was on welfare and they gave me like $400 a month to take care of two kids. So there was desperation in my heart. But the thing I was trying to explain to the OES sister was there was no desperation in her heart because she was not consistent. So she would make something and she would give it to someone but wasn't making any money doing it. So I had to like evaluate the whole situation and think about it and
You
ask some
good?
questions. She's good. Yeah. I mean, I didn't see it up in personal. I just saw the picture she sent because we're not in the same state. I never met her in my life before, but she found me
Mm.
and she asked if I could help her. So I tried to help her. The thing is, if you ask for help, you have to extend yourself as well, especially if this is what you want to do. And that's not what she was doing. She wasn't extending herself as well. So that's how I felt about the people who was trying to help me. The people who tried to help me, I thought I was extending myself out, but apparently I was. Because then I heard them say, well, um, I can only do but so much, or you're not listening. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I really am. I'm listening. But come to find out, like, after I thought about it, I really wasn't listening. And I really was not doing what I can do, because I know my potential. I know what I can do. I just wasn't doing it because there was so much going around and so much that I was like indulging. Like, when you going through so much in life and whatever. So this is the thing, right? What I did was, it was times where I was in such desperate situations that I had nobody buying anything. There was nobody asking for anything. And so I had to like desperately like seek some things. So what I would do is I would find something, and that was my scarves at the time. When I started doing the scarves, I decided to do the scarves in Tunisian crochet because there were other people doing scarves, but they didn't do a diva scarf. So I had to make up the whole diva scarf, which is in Tunisian, and do it as a graph. And I had to make that something like a trademark at that time. So once I did that, that's what really, yes, that's a diva scarf. That's a diva scarf. No, a lot of crocheters are not making diva scarves. They're making regular scarves with the regular colors and, the big, nice, pretty scarves that, you could get from a regular crocheter. No, 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 no. I had to change that. There's a lot of people out there that's doing that. So in order for me to monopolize and make a profit, I had to do it that way. And I had to do more than just one. So I had to get my mind right and straight. They are all the same. I don't know how you're doing it. I would be so bored doing
I
the
am.
same thing.
I am.
Because I'm the type of person, when I crochet and I finish one, I want to go to the next, and I want to be able to see that and how that grows, and I want to be able to make sure that it's something different. And you doing the same thing. The only difference is the names.
Say it again louder for the people in the back. I'm over.
How many more you have to make?
5.
So listen, right? This is example. Those scarves that she is making, how much did you charge per scarf?
I'm not even personal. Well, I actually gave him a deal because he's getting so many. So since he's getting a bulk order, I charged him $85 a scarf.
So think about it. And how many did you have to do?
9.
Okay.
And
So
then he came back and
no, go ahead.
Then he came back and he ordered 5 more.
How many did you have to do?
For 9.
Okay. All right. So listen. Sorry, I'm watching myself again. So listen, right? That's exactly what I did, but I didn't have an order of 9 though. I had an order of 5. At first it was 1, then it was 2, then it was 5, and then that 5 I had got more orders because I made it different. And I think that is what our issue is when it comes to making more money. And you want to
you love my shirt. Sorry.
Did you just shake your boobies?
I was trying my shirt. This is my friend Michael's. He did this shirt. Hello there. Just got on when you're doing bingo again. Oh, I'm not doing bingo. Go ahead. I was just reading the comments.
I did not see your shirt until now, Missy.
I forgot about this shirt until she just mentioned it. Sorry.
I don't wait, hold up. Okay, anyway.
Let me take my shirt off.
No, you all right. You fine.
Mad about the shirt since she just said something. I have my yarn up. Nobody else will see it.
The bingo. Oh, I could do the bingo again another time. I was just doing that night because I was doing a fundraiser. That's all. It wasn't something that I do on a regular, but I could do it again. It was fun because it was have I ever. It was fun. But yeah, the scarves. So in order to make something out of nothing, you have to catch those orders. I went straight to the OES sisters because those, and I'm gonna keep saying it over and over and over again. Look at what she's doing. The sororities, the fraternities, the organizations, people who they love to support their organization. So the fact that I went straight to the sisters and I made one for someone. I made one for free for the president, and she wore it that one time. That's what gave the other orders. Now I turned one free one into five in the whole. It was like a whole month because they had a convention coming up, so they wanted it by that convention. So I made from that one free one. I made at least $350. That right there is what started the me doing more and more scarf graphs, and the scarf graphs just started getting a little bit more and more and more and more. Now this
Mariana,
is like 5 years later. No, what?
she asked me how long does it take me? About a week, give or take. I've been doing it in the morning while I'm at work on my first job. So I take it with me and then I don't touch it again till I go back in the morning. If I consistently work on it, I would be done with it a lot faster, probably like 2-3 days. But I keep it as my on to go project. Sorry, Shanna, go ahead.
So so what happened was after I started doing the graphs, that's what made it be a little bit more profitable for me. So I already had the yarn, the 5 colors that I had needed. I had the yarn, and this was back when I didn't even have all this yarn. But back then, I had the yarn already.
Keep
A
stash.
sister bought it for me.
Keep stash.
Yeah, we're gonna go into that. The sister had did it for me. She had bought me like 5 of each, so I had the yarn already. So if you don't have a sister or a family member or a friend who don't buy it for you, what you could do is that first order, take some money, or when you get paid, take a little bit of that money and get some. The best time to do it is when it's on sale. Miss Gail taught me that. So when something is on sale, you just buy. I have a lot of yarn, but I just bought some.
Hello, Vivian.
I just bought some more. So because it's
I had to reframe, but I did buy some hot sauce because it was new. But I don't need any yarn.
so I don't either. But what had happened was I had got some orders that I don't have that color. So I figured, why not just take advantage of it, right? I did it. And when I did it, I'm happy. Plus, I had to do AKA blanket, and I didn't have any more petal pink for some reason. So I had no other choice. I had to do it. So I did it. But for you guys, if you don't have any money, any funds whatsoever, it's always something out there. Like someone just bought a whole lot of yarn at a thrift store. And I'm like, the thing about that is you're gonna get whatever they have. It's not like you can go there and say I could pick certain colors, but you can make a hat and a scarf set with that, and everybody love a hat and a scarf set. So even if you can't do a Graphghan, I did the Graphghan because I had to do something different from those other 5 people in those chapters. They were doing crochet stuff too, and they were making good money with the crochet stuff because we like wearing custom things. So I had to do something different.
Hello, Shalita. How do you manage your time with crocheting? Anytime you can. She said she got a 6-month-old. She's trying to figure it out. Anytime you can. Don't sit up and hold that baby all day.
A 6-month-old? I didn't know your baby was that young. Aw, girl. I didn't have when I first started crocheting. I didn't have a baby. My baby was more like a toddler when I first started,
I
and he's
had
11 now.
I used to do it at night when they were asleep, and like I said, anytime that I could. But I started when I had a small. I started for my baby 22 years ago. 23 now. She's about to be 23. So after I had her, I just got better and better. So any chance that I got, I went for it.
Well, I'm a late bloomer. I started in my 30s, but I had to take it for I had to basically do crochet for therapy. I wasn't trying to make money out of it because I didn't think that that was something I wanted to make money out of at the time. So I was just doing it for therapy because I was very depressed at the time. So yeah, that was my situation. But back to the money. When you don't have any money, the first thing you need to do is make something to give to someone. And you know what? You know what I thought about? The thing that happened to me when I was making $400 a month, $400 a month, and I kept telling you, Gail, I don't have any money. I can't buy it. Remember, I kept saying, I can't buy it. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I can't buy it. But you want to know what? I went and bought McDonald's, or I went and bought pizza, snacks. If I saw certain things that I want, I went and bought it. And that money right there that you're paying on that extra stuff could have got you some yarn to start off with.
Supplies.
That is something I regret. That is something I thought about a lot of times because now I don't even buy McDonald's. Like, it's a lot of stuff I changed from then. But now I think about a lot of the business stuff that I'm doing. Like, I'm doing a class now where I'm trying to be like a business guru. So I'm taking a class, and it's like a $600 class. You have to invest in yourself. $600 for a class, but you have to invest in yourself. So I will be a certified business guru. It's a word for it, but that's what I'm saying right now. So I can actually have the tools to be able to do what I'm doing right now and mentor off of business. And the main thing that someone said to me is, how can you say you are a business person and you're not making $1 million? You're not making 6 figures. That's what somebody said to me. You're not making 6 figures. Your Instagram and Facebook ain't even popping. Coming from someone who can't even sell a goddamn hat. I'm serious. It came from someone. She got mad because what I told her to do, she didn't like what I said. So that's what she said to me. And that's okay. And that's fine because it didn't hurt my feelings. Because here you are living check to check because you told me. You're living check to check. You can't sell a hat. You told me. But you are mad because I'm telling you. And I say, you're not listening. You're not listening. You have to listen. You're not. She wasn't listening. So she mad at me. She's not even talking to me. I haven't spoke to her in like 2 weeks now. It's okay. It's all right. It's fine. She'll get over it. But you think that you have to be successful making 6 figures? Like, what do you think, Gail? Do you have, when you say your business is
Somebody who's not
successful?
making $6 tell you how to do anything. I would eat a bowl of water with a fork before I listen to her.
Listen,
Period.
it's okay.
What are you saying is beautiful, Nakia and Miss Diva, Blind Stitches Creation, Miss Diva. Hi, Miss Diva. What project would you start with? Whatever you want to. Yes, the sale on the yarn. I'd rather buy, need or not. Period, Miss Angie. Shalitha, Gail, I need your speed. You are so fast. Huh? Thank you. I actually thought I would be moving kind of slow, but I got orders to do.
Yeah, I got a lot of orders to do. That's why I had to pick up a damn hook and yarn because I got a lot of orders to do. And I was sick last week, so that held me back a whole lot. I have like 12 orders that's due in October alone.
I got a bunch to do by Christmas. I'm just hoping. I'm at the point now, whatever I get done is whatever I get done. But I'm going to do my best to do as much as I can. But, I think these blankets are kind of in the way. I wish I would have got more done when we was on COVID, but I was so down. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I feel a lot better now, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. That's another thing too. Like, depression is the reason what got me into crocheting, but everybody do things, differently, and how they are coping with their feelings and issues and stuff. Because crochet helped me in my depression. When my aunt told me to get out the house and go to that library, I kept telling her no. I'm not going. And then one day I said, okay, she's not going to stop asking me until I go. So I went. And I actually kind of liked being with the ladies. They were like in their 60s and 70s, and I was in my 30s, and I actually kind of liked that being there. I was excited about it. And then it got something like clicked in my head, like I could make that. I could change that. Cause Gail, no, I don't make anything somebody tell me to make. I make what I want to make. I always change it.
Blind Stitches Creation. You have to figure out your niche. You can't, in my opinion, you can't just let us choose something that will work for you. You need to see what you can do, something that you're comfortable with, whether it's a design or a style, and go from there. But if we just throw some ideas at you and you start making, you like, I really don't like this. You have to find your niche. Like for me, I do not really follow the trends. When everybody start making the same, I mean, some things I might try if I see a hat that's really catchy to me. Those stupid C2Cs, no. Like I keep getting inboxes for those pocket stitch shawls. I haven't figured out if I'm gonna do that yet. But the socks I do will make a couple of pairs of
The
those because
tights, the knee highs, right?
they sexy, and I want to get a pair to go with this dress I got. But I mean, certain things I don't follow the trends for me because, and a lot of times it's a waste of time because everybody doing them and they making them so fast and then they just die. They just die down. I want
I
something
mentioned that
that
before.
keeps me in business, not the stuff that's trendy and flashy. Just for me.
I actually mentioned that was something I had said before, and I got a comment back about that. I'm so glad you mentioned that because I actually said the trending things. You know how when you get tagged, a whole bunch of people tag you under something. If somebody recommend, can you make this? Can you make that? And then you get all these tags. And I always say, thank you. I appreciate you, but I pass. And the reason why I do that is because the trending thing is just not going to work for me because I would spend my time making it. And then next thing you know, it's like it disappears and nobody's not talking about it again. It just so happened those knee highs though is gonna keep coming back. That's fine. That's cool. But that shawl and it was a baby star, and then everybody's jumping on it. I'll make it. I'll make it. I'll make it. You sound desperate.
And
And a
what
lot of
about
the
that
people who
crochet granny sweater? No. I'm not spending all my time to make all them thousands of damn squares and make
That's
them
another thing.
oversized. And then I don't want to spend my time on that. That's just not for me.
I don't know, but yeah, the comment that I received was, I thought it was rude of you to tell people. I don't remember the whole thing, but
This is how I challenge myself. Each color represents another day. So each color shows how much I did in one day. That's how I challenge myself to go faster. And guess what? She's done. Go ahead, Shanna. I'm
oh, Gail, you you finished the whole thing? Because you told me you had what, 3 more rows left?
I still got to put the 6 rows of a border, and I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to finish this tonight on this live.
Okay. All right. I don't even know what I was saying, but wait, we have a question. Hey, Miss Shauna. I came from Alicia. Yeah, oh, her live. Okay, I saw you on her channel, and I had to come and say hi. Hey, how art thou? I love Miss Little John. I love her. What yarn would you use for those knee highs? Because if that yarn under your feet is not that comfortable.
I'm using regular yarn. I'm not using anything fine that's going to take me a million years to finish. I'm using something fine. I don't think those knee highs are meant to be worn like with heels or anything like that. They just a crochet sock.
The sock part underneath, I saw it. The sock part is fine. It's not like it's mesh. It's actually like a little slipper. Yeah, it's fine. That part is fine. Or you could do it yourself. So I was crocheting a sweater, a baby sweater, and I bought a pattern for it. And I was having trouble with the pattern, and that person said, why are you having problems with something that you could do on your own? You're so creative. You could do it on your own, or you could like make up something on your own. Why did you even buy that pattern? Now, sometimes I just want to be lazy and just read the pattern and do it. And I don't want to have to think, okay, I need to do this and I need to do that. But to be honest with you, I always change patterns. I don't just do what somebody tells me to do on that paper. I always change it a little bit. And that's how I become a little bit more creative and do something a little bit different. And that's how people come to me all the time, because they see that I'm doing something a little bit different. Some people don't even realize that you could do this with yarn. I'm talking about the non-crocheters, our supporters, our customers. They don't even think you could do certain things with yarn. To actually do a photo, see, this is why I decided to stick with Graphghans, because I still get that wow factor. I still get people saying, wow, I didn't know you could do that. Wow, I don't care how much money. I just want to pay. I just want it. So that's why I stay with Graphghans, because with regular garments, hats, scarves, it's so many crocheters out here, and they could do it and they could sell it. And some of them are selling it for like $20. They're not selling it for worth. So people are just buying it from them. Whereas me, they come to me because they know that they could get something customized, and they will pay top dollar to get it. And that's why I decided to stay where I'm at. And Gail kind of yelled at me, so I did it. If she put something up one more goddamn time.
She want to see. Sorry. What? Hi, Deisha. What did Ramis? How do you do it? How do you do it? Not to be in pain a day after you crochet. I crochet just a little bit, and the next day my hands hurt. You have to build up your tolerance and your endurance. You can't just jump in this. It's no different than working out. You won't be able to work out you build up every day. Some days might be 15 minutes, some days might be half an hour, some days you might be able to go 2 hours, but you have to build it up. You can't just jump in there and think that you can go 24 hours. Now, I probably could crochet 24 hours, but I got years behind me. But some days I don't want to do it at all.
I personally, I have RA. So because I have RA, I get. Are you doing that next?
Oh, you talking? I got somebody who said don't put nothing up. Commented. Yes, she next, sis. Okay, I quit. Yes, she's next.
You better do those scarves, or he gonna come get you.
I'm doing them only in the morning. These are Christmas graphs. I got to get these out the way.
So yeah, the being that I have RA, I'm always like doing exercises with them. I'm always using my hands. So I don't really stop. I don't go too many days without crocheting at all whatsoever. So my hands are, even my doctor said it. He said I'm really impressed with the way you're still able to crochet and still able to keep up with your hands, because the progression of my RA is like really retarded. But I don't want to take chemo for it. So I'm trying to do things the right way, like losing weight and stuff like that. So yeah, you just gotta build up your tolerance. Of course, if you're not using your hands on the regular, it's gonna be hurting. It's gonna be hurting. So do a couple at a time. Do like a couple of hours and then stop, and then the next day a couple of hours.
What are you using? The smaller the hook for me, or the smaller the yarn, it hurts my hands. Like if I go down to like a D, E, anything small, it hurts my hand, especially fine yarn. But when I use regular 4-waisted yarn, I'm okay. Shanna like that fine yarn.
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
I thought you like when I was like that yarn too thin. You be like, I'll take it. It hurts my hands.
No, it depended on what it is. No, I don't like to.
Oh, okay.
I stopped. I would have to get a big handle because it's too small, and that would hurt my hands.
Yes.
Can you ask her? I don't know. You're jumping all over the place, Gail. You gotta stop.
I went up high. I went up to where you was at. They just comments and look at everyone's 730, 731 on down. Come on now.
I was just talking about my hands hurting, and the next one after that was Blind Stitch Creations. So what are you talking about?
Because everything else was high, awesome.
Did we even answer her question? Can you ask her?
Mine jumped all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah, because there's new ones coming in, but I was going in order. That's why I was looking at you like, what is she talking about?
Well, where you at?
Anyway, I'll highlight them, okay? How about that? I will highlight the question. So, can you ask her what tutorial for you watch to do knee-high socks?
None.
None. It's crazy how we act the same. The project you are working on now, I'm working on a blanket also. Is it mine? Is it my graph? Because that's my graph. I had 4 orders of the pocket shawls. Awesome. Good for you. I don't want to do that. Huh?
I asked her how much is she going to charge for them.
Yeah, Angie, how much are you charging? Is it worth it? Because if it ain't worth it, I wouldn't even bother.
I will go to the biggest hook that I have. I will go to a K or above so I can get done faster. Just me personally. They don't have to be nothing tight. I will do about 50, 60 rows of like 200, like it was a blanket. The end, and add a pocket. But that's just me.
I just can't spend my time on something. Mm-mm,
That's
I'm
not
not doing it.
$100 or better.
I'm not doing it. Sorry. So it will be get better if I just consistently crochet. Yeah, yeah. Well, for me, unless you have something underlining that you may need to go check, but for me, yes, because I used to have pain in my hands all the time. When I first found out I had RA, I had pain in my hands all the time. But now, mm-mm, I get pain everywhere else, but not in my hands. Um, I love seeing things completed. I do too. Amaris, I set money challenge yarn goal and what I make from selling goals in a jar to get put on a card BMO account. So at end of year I repurchase yarn. That's a cool idea.
I know I'm not waiting till the end of the year.
Nah, I won't either. But I mean, if it works for you, go ahead for it, girl. Go
Get
do
it,
it.
get it.
Yeah, do it. So what I did do was open up another account to put that to the side because I was not because I was in a workshop and they ask you questions and they say how much do you make per year with your creative Stitch and Diva business, and I really couldn't answer her. I was guessing, and she said that is not a great idea to not know how much you are profiting in a business. You got to know how much you are profiting, how much you are putting out in your merchandising, and like she broke it down to the science of money. Because how do you know if you are doing better this year, last year, or if you're gonna do better next year? Because you would need to know where did you go wrong. If I made a certain amount of money in March of this year and it changed to something less, I need to know what am I doing. So she also mentioned, well, she's not a crocheter, but she mentioned crocheters make more money during the winter. That's not necessarily true for everyone, because there's a lot of crocheters who make bathing suits and they make more money during the summer. But for her, she said crocheters make more money during the winter. So most of your money is coming out of during winter. And you need to know that. You need to write that down, and you need to have like an Excel on how much you made this month, how much you made for the whole entire year. Plus, you need to know that for taxes anyway. You got to pay your taxes. So that was something that I took heed to, and I started. But I just started this year. I started the print up of all of my profits and how much I had to use of that profit to buy more material. The thing about it is, this year I didn't have to buy a lot of material. I think I bought just to buy. I didn't have to buy a lot at all because I already had it. Thank God for Miss Gail telling me to just buy. So I did. So the thing about it is, a lot of everything that I had made, it was pure profit. And if I told you how much I made this year, you guys, I'm not even going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to tell it. I'm not going to tell my secret. But for me to see it is how I was able to go on and say, okay, I'm going to do better this month. I'm going to do better next month. Or I'm going to make at least $200 more. And you can't just say it. You got to do it. You got to act on it. Yarn donations from family and friends. How do you take inventory with yarn you have before you started your business that you no longer have receipts for? Well, no. You're talking about how much money. Inventory for me is how much yarn in that particular color and that particular brand. So, okay, this is perfect time to show you. I just got this today. I'm so excited. So, oh wait. I just got this today, right? This is by BZY Peach, and she have these journals where you can make a yarn journal and project journal. So one of them is for projects and one of them is for yarn. And I'm going to get the jumbo one. I'm going to get more of these things because I want to be able, because right now my setup is a notebook. And what I will put in is I need more, like right here, this is black. I need more black, or I need more white, or I need more this. And that's what I do now. But this right here, you take little pieces of the yarn, like scraps of yarn, and you tape it in here because that's the color. And you do it for your project as well. And I already do that in a notebook, like a little journal. But these books are just cute, and it's like everything up in here. So it basically tells you the weight of the yarn and where you bought it from, and you can put the price and everything in there. I'll give the information to you guys because this right here is a game changer for a lot of crocheters and knitters. Now, yarn inventory for me is just knowing how many blacks I have, how many blacks I have in Big Twist, how many blacks I have in Red Heart, how many blacks I have in, and that's what I use. When I run out of it and I don't have any at all, that hurts my heart because I thought that I kept up better inventory. And I literally just started inventory the end of last year. I just started.
I have something for you, but I didn't want to bring it up. So you didn't get it yet. So should I wait? Because mine came. What I got you, mine came, but yours didn't.
What? Tell me. I want to know.
I should wait till next week to discuss it when you get it.
I can't discuss it now.
You don't have
it. But what is it?
You want me to show you, or you want to wait till?
I want you to show me because I want to be excited on live.
Well, since you just mentioned that you got a journal, and I didn't even know that you were going to get one. There's this lady, Chrissy Watkins, and she makes them as well. So I got me and Shanna these journals, and they are kind of big. And when you she sent a pen with it, and when you open it up, you know, it has all the craft things for crocheters on here. And then when you open it up, this book belongs to. And then as you keep going, you can put down your orders, what it is, the yarn, the any notes, anything that you know. So I got this for you, but yours didn't come and mine did.
Thank you. That is actually.
So anybody that wants one, I got it from Chrissy. Let me type her. Can I type on here?
In the comments? Yeah, but what we can do is put it in the description as well.
Okay. If anybody wants one, she's really cool, easy to work with. Her name is Chrissy Renee Watkins. So I got you one.
Where is she?
I found her in Chasing Sunrays, and I befriended her, but it was supposed to be a surprise, but mine came and yours didn't. But I know your mail be stupid. That's why I told
you. Mine is stupid.
But actually, since I know purple is your favorite color, this is what I got you.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it. That's a great idea, though. I just was using regular notebooks and stuff.
So all the ladies
think that's a great idea.
All the ladies in here, go to Chrissy Renee Watkins. She better send me a kickback and get you guys some of these books. And actually, they are pretty thick. I mean, she made them. It's pretty thick that you'll have it for a while to put your projects in, notes, anything that I guess you can go back and think about. But I thought this was really, really nice. And that's why I decided, I said, let me give her a try. But I think everybody should invest in one. And they weren't really expensive. I think they were like $15. 15, maybe even 20. They weren't expensive. I paid her. They were here within a week.
Nice.
Yes, I thought it was nice. This is an awesome idea.
It's well, so that is like a to keep up with yarn or to keep up with
projects and orders. It has crochet order form, date, name, email, address, what they're getting, type of yarn, stitches, payment. I guess anything that you could do with your notes, anything that you want to add to it is there.
Nice. Okay. So I guess that one could be at home. This one could be maybe a travel one because this one is really small and convenient as well. I actually
I
never
think you
even
should have been
thought of
getting me
this.
one of those.
Huh?
You should have been getting me one of those, sis.
One of these, the travel ones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay,
Along with my
because
Christmas and birthday stuff that I still don't
yeah,
have.
absolutely. Absolutely, because I wanted to. I kept saying I'm gonna order, I'm gonna order, I'm gonna order. So when her website went back up, I said, all right, I'm gonna order it and I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna see, and it's really like small. And I'm gonna do one better.
I
She
don't think I can
creates them.
comment.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh
I don't
no,
think.
no. All right, all right. I'll
Okay.
we're gonna put it in the description. But she can make your design. So say if you have something that you want your face or your logo or something on it, she does that. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna get one with my logo on it.
Nakia, if you could follow a cross stitch, a cross stitch grab, you could follow this crochet grab. And she said she
Yeah,
has
yeah.
$5 per Shanna.
$75.
I'll be charging 130, Angie.
I'm just not a fan of the shawl, but some people are. Um, yeah, I'm just not a fan of that shawl. There's a lot of people who are making it because they want fast money, and that's fine. That's good. You want fast money, but what happens when the shawl thing is all over with and nobody is not doing it anymore? What you gonna do then? Get on something that is gonna keep generating money, something that's gonna keep going over and over and over. So the thing that Gail did last year is what I'm trying to do now. You tried to make like a 50 hats before winter came.
I got 30 now.
I didn't even know you started.
I got 30
That's
now.
what you guys need to do. That's what you guys need to do. You get it started now, or you could have did it like what I do is I start certain things based off of like when you go in the store and you see Christmas stuff now, let's start our Christmas stuff. When you start seeing stuff for Thanksgiving in June or July, then start doing that because it's a reason why they're doing it. And I think that helped a whole lot rather than waiting until last minute, because when you wait till the last minute, then you got all these orders to rush. Because I also have to think, I still have blankets and I still have scarves, and that takes time. But your hats and your stuff that takes like this, do it when I'm traveling. I'll take it with me. If I'm going somewhere, I'll just take it and do that. Whereas when I'm home, I could do my blankets and my scarves because that I need a little bit more concentration. So I delegate my time very well so that I can generate more money. That's what I try to think. How can I generate more money? How can I um make the most profit out of this sale? And if it's a blanket, you're not going to make that much money. But in between the blankets, you can. You can. So how do you feel about making a blanket and charging $750 for it? If it's like a queen size blanket, a lot of details, $750. Do you think that would sell?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Say that. Come again.
$750 for a queen size blanket. You think it'll sell?
I think you'll only have one customer that year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if you could get it, but I don't think you're gonna have a lot of customers.
Yeah, I can't wrap my mind around selling it for $750. And there's a lot of people out there who are selling their stuff for like a whole lot of money. But it's not that I'm short, because I don't want people to say, "Oh, your gift is good and you are shorthanding yourself." I just can't. I myself wouldn't even buy a $750 blanket.
That's more than a house note.
I don't know. Like, that's something I have to like really like. I don't think I can do it. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say I don't think I can do it. If Cardi B say make me this and make me that, yeah, that's gonna be like $1,000 because it would be a actual like I would go hard on it. But I don't know. I don't know. $750 though. That was something that was mentioned to me. I should be selling my blankets for like 700. I can't do it. I did go up on my prices, but not that high. I did go up on my prices. My scarves, I used to sell my scarves for $40. And then I went up to 50. Then I went up to 60.
I
Then I
started out.
said, the scarves are detailed scarves, and you have them for a long time. So my scarves now are like $90 or more. And I don't feel bad about that.
Period. Pooh.
My niece said that to me one time. Period, poo. And she what, 6? There is an artist I follow that makes bracelets with chains and adds a custom crystal for collabs and charges $380.
Kamora, you got the project journal from Miss Chrissy Watkins?
No, she bought it from she bought the same one I have.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the custom covers is what I was talking about, because I said I had wanted one with my face on it or my logo something. Yeah, that's what I was telling Gail about. That's why I said I could do her better. I could get her one with her logo or something. It's got to be California size, very detailed. And I still don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know. Nearly almost $400 for a crochet bracelet. To me, that's a rip off, but people buy it. So the thing is, the people that's buying it are people who can afford it. And there's always going to be somebody out there who can afford it. Who is she? And where is she? Like her surroundings. Her surroundings, her atmosphere is what is able for her to do that. Whereas my surroundings and even my because a lot of the stuff that I'm making now, I don't know these people. I don't know these people at all. The supporters that buy my stuff, I don't know who they are. But what I can say is they are willing to pay the price that I give them because they do want something custom. But $750, I just can't fix myself to say it. I just can't. 400, yeah, because it's a blanket and it's a keepsake that you're gonna have for a long time, and I'm actually designing it for you. I graph it for you. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with charging 400, maybe even 5, but 7, I don't know. The yarn got to be very expensive. I don't know. Like, I know one thing is I did see it's a post out there about Tiffany's. And Tiffany's they have the paper clip. And I know a lot of people saw it. That paper clip that they're selling for like almost $1,000, and then the other one is a book cover that's like a thousand, 1,500 or something like that. People are buying it. People are buying it. But who's buying it? Who's buying it? People who have the money to buy it. If you have the money to buy it, fine.
Somebody fool.
You saw the Tiffany paper clips? That's what I'm talking about.
Years ago.
You saw that? Yeah, that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know I saw that like it was about 2 years ago. Yeah, I saw that the Tiffany paperclip. So, Shalita, I saw your logo. You like it? You're very excited. That's good for you. Know your worth. I would think that I know my worth, but so I would think I know my worth. Shanna, Diva. I'm priceless. The work that I'm putting into my art, I want it to be a, I want it to be a keepsake, and I want it to be something that people appreciate, but I want it to be something that you don't have to go broke over either. Can I make a profit? Yes, I can. I can make a good profit off of that blanket. So, like Gail said, I probably will have one a month, whereas I have 5 a month now. And the 5 a month that I am making, if I charge $350 to $400, that's more than rent. That's more than rent. So I don't know. That's something that I have to really like look into, because I really don't think that $750 can ever come out my mouth for it. I really don't think so. I don't think so. I'm very valuable, and I have so much great self-esteem now. And 700, if I say I just don't want to charge something that I don't want to pay, I'm not going to pay $750 for it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I mean, it's going to be it's always going to be a tug of war where some people are going to say $1,000, charge $1,000 for your work because you're worth it. Okay. But I believe that $450 is worth it as well. I just believe $450 is worth it. And some people are not even selling their stuff for $450. I just think $450 is worth it. That's just going to be something. Now, even don't get me wrong, maybe a year or two down the line, I could go up more because I'm working my way up and I'm learning more and more and more. So I can get from 450 to maybe 750. Right now, I'm going to stay where I'm at because I'm doing well with it. And those people who are telling me to spend 700, well, to sell my stuff for 750, I don't even know if they are selling their stuff for $750, or if they are, how many, because am I willing to charge? Because it also goes with what I was saying a while ago. Know your worth. And make sure that you're not settling because other crocheters in our crochet community are feeling the fall of it. So what I mean by that is if you're going to make a blanket and you're selling it for what, 60 bucks, 80 bucks, $100, that right there is just, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. So a hat, a scarf, and you're selling that for like 40, 20 bucks, 40 bucks, that right there, you shouldn't do that. I understand that. So it actually goes both ways. It actually goes both ways. So I don't know. Like that's something that I really have to contemplate.
Hold on. There you go. Hello.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm still talking about this $750. So Diva, since I'm not graphing the blanket, so how much do you think should I charge? I don't know. You have to say that. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you how much you should charge. But you know, I did tell you how you can figure it out. Because I did a video and I did it like a la carte thing where you could charge like a base price. So say if my base price is $300, I always add with each color, or if it's a picture, if you want to make it a certain size, I add to it. So I make it like a la carte thing where they are adding this and adding that to it, and then I just add, okay, well this is $50 more, $75 more, and then when it gets up to a certain point, 9 times out of 10 they'll pay it because they want all of these things, and I charge. I don't just say, okay, you want this Minnie Mouse blanket with a name on it. I don't just say it's $300. I would say, you want this Minnie Mouse blanket with a name on it. But for a baby blanket, I'll say, 150. And then if you want Minnie Mouse with a fur or something on it, or if you want Minnie Mouse with flowers in her hair, or if you want the name, a 3D version of the name, and I just start adding how many colors you want. You want an African American, or you want this? Do you want puffy? Like I start adding stuff to it, and the more I add to it, the more money I would charge. And the reason why I do that is because I like to maximize my dollar. So I'm maximizing the money that I can actually make based off of the customer reaction and what the customer wants. I wanted it changed some, but when she tried to change it, I didn't like it. What do you think of it? I don't know who did it. You like Salitha's logo, Gail?
I don't remember. I have to see it.
Oh, you didn't see it.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I thought you saw it.
Where's it at?
On her page. Or her page, I think it is. I know I saw it though. I do know I saw it. But I think I saw it when I was in the hospital. Yeah, when I saw it, I was in the hospital, so I couldn't respond or anything. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's something needs to.
It doesn't match. Like it looked like the yarn ball is in 3D, but your hair and your garment look like it's shaded. But she got your face dead on.
Wait, you see it?
I went to her page.
Oh. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You can't ask me these things unless you want my honest opinion, because my face tells everything. For $150 for a queen to king size.
That is gonna be huge.
Now
Queen,
that
king.
would be 700.
It needs to be queen or king. But I go by stitches because I'm not gonna be married to a blanket. I'm not going over. For me, Shanna always calls and throws. I don't care what y'all say. For time management, do you want to be stuck with one customer forever, or do you want to make multiples? I don't go over 200 by 200. I really have broadened my horizons. The biggest I do is 250 by 250. Other than that, I'm not going to be married to a blanket that I'm going to be stuck working on for 3 to 4 months. It makes no sense to make that short money for me.
I stopped doing them big ass blankets.
It makes no sense because you're going to be married to it, and then you're like, why am I not making no money? Because you're stuck on a one blanket. And if you get the money first, you're never going to finish it.
Yeah, you get the money first, because a lot of people say I charge a deposit. They have to give a deposit or they have to give the full amount. When you finish that blanket, you almost feel like you're not getting anything because they already paid for it and you probably already spent the money. So
biker boo.
I'm making hats and sweaters, and as one gets done, it's sold and it's out the door quickly. Awesome. Good, 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 good. You want me to be honest? I don't like it. I don't like it, Shalita. I think it could be so much better. I don't know who did it. I'm so sorry. I really didn't want to say that, but I just don't like it. I think it could be so much better. I think it can be more characteristic of you and your personality and who you are as a person. And that person did not grab that from you. When mine was made, I'm the type of person, like I said, I always ask questions. And that's what I feel an artist should do. Ask questions, get to know who your customer is, know their personality, not just what you're telling them. Because think about it, the person who made mine didn't know who I was at all whatsoever. But I told her, I feel like I'm a queen. I feel like, I'm beautiful. I feel this, I feel that. And I'm just the crocheter of this and that. And then I said, I have an idea that I want yarn balls and I have this and I want that. And I even told her I wanted a laptop and I want scissors and all of that. And she used her discretion to not put certain things in it because it probably would have looked overcrowded. But the fact that she was able to do it made it look like me. But had my hand like this, putting a crown on because I'm crowning myself. That just shows who I am. It almost made me cry. You have to look at your logo, something that's going to last for a long time, something that's going to be your trademark, and be excited about it and happy about it. And you said you are happy. You said you're happy and you said you're excited. So has nothing to do about me and how I feel at all whatsoever. It's about what you feel. It's your purchase. It's what you have to live by. So be happy with what you have. I don't think it's you. I just don't think it's you.
Kimura, I don't accept rush orders. I don't. Sometimes I do, depending on how much money I need, but no. I don't have time for rush orders because I'm always in demand. So I work 2 jobs. I crochet I got 2 part-time jobs. One is driving the bus, the other is crocheting. So how can I accept a rush order if everybody else is already ordering from me? If it's a baby item, sometimes I will. I'll charge an extra $25, $30 for it, depending on if I can do it. But if it's a blanket, no. If it's something small like a hat booty, something like that, yeah. But nothing. If it's a crochet swimsuit, no. Because when you're rushed, they're rushing you. So it depends on what it is. But anything that's signature, graph, blah 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 blah, nope.
That is rushing a graph will be, it could be a pain in the neck, and it might not be a great idea, but I have done it. I actually did it this past for Father's Day. I did it, and she paid me an extra what $75 more than what I charge. But what I do is my graphs. That I like, if someone needed a graph like ASAP right away, and I will stop somebody else's to do it. I have done that, and I have done a rush order for baby stuff. That I did, but I don't try to do it all the time because it's not a great idea to do. Not with a graph. It's not a great idea to do it. But I am put in a lot of situations. But I'm home. This is my job. This is my 24/7 bread and butter. So I can do it. Not everybody can because they're not home. Like Gail got 13 jobs, so look, there go my crochet mentor. He. My crochet mentor, Miss Nettie.
Miss Nettie, how big do you do your blankets? What's your limit?
Your limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of y'all at one point in time was saying no, I don't want to make it this big.
Yeah.
Yeah, your limit is her limit.
Even when it's 250, I don't even really want to do that. What yarn do I use on my blankets? A little bit of everything. This has probably 5 different brands.
Why are you skipping?
I'm skipping. I just read hers. She said, I totally agree. No more big blankets. I did the rush orders. I realized when people rush me, we already just said that.
No, you did. I did, and I didn't even read it. I'm just reading it. I said I was gonna put it up here.
I'm sorry if I can speed read faster than you, but go ahead.
What yarn do you use on yarn blanket? I use this feature is so good. That's a great feature, right? I found that Big Twist has been my my go-to yarn right now for graphs. Big Twist, only because I love this yarn. My crochet mentor got me loving I love this yarn because I loved how it feel, and I loved how like it glides in your hands. I just loved it. But when I used Big Twist, that just changed the game for me. It just changed the whole game for me. So that's all I've been doing is buying a whole bunch of Big Twists because
Who told you to get some Big Twist?
I don't know.
I
But
did.
I bought it when it was on sale.
I told you to get some. You're like, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Goodness gracious, did I not? Thank you for every single thing you did. I always say, Gail told me this. Gail told me that. You want recognition for something else?
I mean, you the one who just, she said, Patty, you the one who turned me off and put me back. I was going to answer the question, but I wanted to wait till the queen got a chance to read it. So anyway, on this blanket here, I have Red Heart. I have Karen. I have I Love This Yarn. It's just a mess, but it looks good. It's all mixed
Wait, you
up.
said you have Quran too?
Karen.
Karan.
Karen.
Karen is with a K.
Karen is with the C.
So I buy my big twist from Joann's. That's
So
where you buy it. From Joann's.
I
Joann's
buy
have
my
big twist.
I buy my Karen from Joann's as well.
Karan. So, like I said, big twist is my go-to yarn for. But I use Red Heart, and I don't like using I Love This yarn all the time for my blankets because that is some expensive yarn.
It makes the blanket smaller.
I don't do it really.
To me, I think because it seems like it's softer, tighter. Seems like the blankets are smaller to me.
So you use something with just all I Love This yarn and it made it smaller?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I never did that.
Yep. So that's why now I mix it up. And
But
you
I do
guys,
know.
I love Red Heart with love. It's soft, it's
Yeah,
thick,
that's
it's beautiful. So do not shy away from Red Heart with yarn. With love.
with love. But the regular Red Heart is hard. I kind of started shying away from it.
This right here is that Walmart main
Oh,
main.
thing,
Yeah, they have the pounders for $4.99. So I said, let me try this. It's been working just fine. When I bought some about a year or two ago, I was like, this yarn is hard. Now it's very soft. It feels very, very luscious. It's amazing.
I think sometimes they change their the yarn. Like sometimes they change it because it was like the opposite before. I didn't want anything else but I Love This yarn. And remember that's Stitch Studio? It was a whole big thing about Stitch Studio and I Love This yarn. And I was like, nope, 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 nope. I Love This yarn. Nope, nope,
I
nope,
like
nope,
Stitch
nope.
Studio. I like Stitch Studio. But
Well, I had a bad batch.
it was Stitch Studio versus Red Heart. Not I Love This yarn.
No, it was I Love This yarn because I liked I Love This yarn. And
Oh.
remember somebody wanted me to get away from I Love This yarn and she said you never had Stitch Studio. So she bought me a whole bunch of Stitch Studio, you know, and that Stitch Studio I must have had a bad batch because it kept unweaving, like it was untangling for some reason. And I just couldn't do it. I still have it because I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I like
But
Stitch
you
Studio.
got me some too. And when you got me some, that one was good. So I don't
Yeah.
know what was up with that other one, but sometimes
I
you get
like
a
Stitch
bad batch.
Studio. Very, very unhappy that they went out of business with AC Moore, but I like Stitch Studio.
Oh yeah, but somebody else bought it though, right? I thought somebody else bought.
They
Stitch
said
Studio.
Michael's, but I don't see it in there.
Interesting. I could have sworn somebody. Yeah, you know what?
Michael
You're
got
right.
AC Moore.
You're right. Well, Big Twist is my game changer right now. I love Big Twist for my blankets. So, I'm sorry they don't have a Joann's where you're at, and then I'm sorry. Actually, Joann's is far from me. I order online. Joann's is not next to me at all. It's a distance. So I order online.
Everybody
And,
says Red Heart is stiff, but after you steam it, after you get finished, it's fine. No, nothing bothers me anymore. If they got the color that I need, let's get it.
well, I'm going to use it. If they got the color I need, I'm going to use it. Definitely.
Right.
I'm definitely going to use it. But I just thought that it was just so rough. It was something I was making. It was just so rough. Oh, I was doing something for a baby. I wouldn't do anything for a baby with it. I stopped. I use I Love This yarn. So I have I Love This yarn for baby stuff.
Your inspiration still Stitch Studio? When did they start? Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped.
I didn't.
Vivian, I applaud you. I would never. That's a really big, heavy blanket.
It can't be no Graphghan though. You might be doing something else, but it can't be no Graphghan. Why? May I ask? Why you do that? During the pandemic, this lady from ATL asked me to do a king size blanket. She rushed me. I did it in 3 days. Now I have pain in my shoulders. Never. You did a king size blanket in 3 days, Nettie? What? Can you? I got one here. Can you take it? She did a blanket, a king size blanket in 3 days. It's definitely doable, but and you talking about your shoulders hurt? Yeah. Heck yeah. Stuff like that turns me off for a little bit. I don't want anything crocheted for a little bit. I need to relax from crochet because that's what happened for Father's Day. When I rushed that blanket in less than a week, I had to like woosah for a whole entire week. That's crazy. Yeah, is that that's online, right? That's not an actual store, Yarn Inspirations.
That they took over Real Heart.
But they're online though. It's not a store.
Yes.
Okay, because I actually never in my life ordered from there before. Never.
From Red Heart?
I never ordered from Yarn Inspirations.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was Red Heart. Now it's Yarn Inspirations. Why they did that, I have no clue. There's no more redheart.com.
Oh, I never knew that. I told you I stopped buying from there. Wow. You are the real MVP in yarn world, huh?
Oh.
You.
Shut up.
I was told to wash the harder red heart with a fabric softener in a knit bag. I don't got time for all of that.
Me either. What if it fall apart and tangles in between?
Ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, shade to the Shy. Sorry, not Yarn Inspirations Premier Sales. Oh, you got us in here like Yarn Inspirations.
Oh, okay, because I was thinking that didn't sound right to me. Okay,
yeah,
Premier Sales. Okay, that sounds a little better.
Yarn Guru knows these things. I don't. I have no idea. But the topic was
detect shade.
Money. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Never. Never, ever, ever.
Yes.
The topic is money. How can you make money with nothing? You can't. You gotta have something. You gotta have some type of money. I just knew I was making $400 a month and I was able to do it. So if I can do it, you can do it. Instead of buying McDonald's and certain things, if you really want to get your business up, that's what you need to do. Just go buy your stuff. Yeah. I'm also very creative when it comes to making money. Very creative when it comes to making some type of money. And that helps me a whole lot. Being creative. What I mean by creative is do a raffle. Do a raffle. People like raffles. So make a hat and scarf and do a raffle. and the hat, or take a picture of a hat and scarf you made last year or something like that. Something that you don't have, because you're saying you don't have the money right now. Do a raffle. And if you don't have people that is going to buy a raffle, you need to find some new people to be around, because there's so many people out here who does support Black businesses, or businesses period, small businesses. And I found that, that post that people have, this is a pandemic, if you want to support a small business owner, you would send like $1 or $2 or $3 to their Cash App. I did not like that, but I did it one time. And people who I thought wasn't even paying attention to me sent money. And I think I showed Gail, like, oh my God, do you see this? Like, people were sending me like $50 and $75. And I'm like, it says only $2 and you're sending me all of this. But you just don't know who your real supporters are unless you ask. Sometimes you just got to step out of faith and just ask. Just ask. Just do it.
And just because somebody supports you doesn't always mean monetary. When they share that post or send you a referral, that's a supporter.
That's a supporter. Absolutely. Just sharing, like that, sharing, people don't realize, but sharing somebody's post, somebody's business, it is definitely worth it. Because that's how a lot of people know about me, because I could be walking in the street and they'd be like, aren't you the Crochet Diva? Like, really, seriously. Like,
Allegedly. Don't do it.
So anyway, yes, Big Twist is the business.
Big twist.
Now it is, because I told you, Angie. No, it's not a grab, but they tell me that they want to keep warm while in bed, or yeah, most of them take the blankets with them while they are in the hospital. Aw, that's cool. I just that's a big blanket. That's a big
Heavy
blanket.
blanket.
Yeah, there's a scarf that I saw someone make that was so huge and thick. It was like 8 feet long and like really, 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 really thick, bigger than their head. And she loves it, loves it, loves it, loves it, loves it. And she didn't buy it from me, of course, but she bought it from someone else. My family member bought it from this other person. And I felt some type of way. I did. I felt some type of way, because I'm like, you have a cousin who can make stuff and you going to somebody else, but you want to know why? Because that person sold it for $20. And I couldn't believe it. You sold that big, beautiful, gorgeous scarf for $20. So
She could not say you're good.
that right there was horrible. It was it was cute, but I don't think it's worth selling. Like, I don't think she should have sold it for $20 at all, because now you're lowering other crocheters' standards. I don't know. I just did not think that was a great idea at all. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. But what else did I do to make money when I was making the $400 a month? What else did I do? So when someone gave me a deposit, I would use that deposit to buy all of my materials, and then when they gave me the um the balance, then I would use that for whatever I needed. It was a time where I was so desperate for funds that each time somebody gave me money, I needed to buy food. So I would take it. And it was a time where I had like four people asking for this hat and scarf set. So the hat and scarf set that I had to give it to them at different times. So I would make it and they would give me the money and I had to buy food and stuff for my kids or give for lunch money. I think my oldest was in high school at the time. So I would do that. The thing about it was I had nothing to show for it though. Like I spent all this time on this hat and scarves and then the next thing you know, I turned around and it's like I'm broke again. So it didn't really help. So I had to find a way to do this and be able to make a profit that I can see in the account and it stays. So you gotta keep doing it more and more. So when you do your hat and your scarf, keep going. Don't stop. Because when you stop, that's when the problem starts. The problem starts when you are relaxed, and that means you're not going to be consistent. And then that means your customers are going to forget that you even make this stuff. You have to keep spitting out stuff and keep spitting it out. So it took me, 5 years for people to say, oh, she crochets. Oh, I know somebody who crocheted. That's the person. Yeah, it took a while because even people now that are ordering from me, they go, I didn't know you crochet. Really? Really, you really didn't know I crochet? Oh, I forgot. So that's the problem. You got to keep spitting out stuff all the time. Even if you do a TB, it, even if you do I wonder why she calling me. I hope it's not bad. Even if you do like a throwback Thursday or something like that, you put it out there. Just keep people minds alert that this is what you're doing. And now that it's getting closer to the holidays and getting like they see your stuff, they see your work. Do it. Keep spitting it out because that's how I was able to get more and more orders. I'm in high demand now. Like I get so many orders, sometimes I get scared to look at my messages. That's how many orders I get. I really do get scared because it's so many people who's asking me, "Can you do this?" I have so many orders right now. Like my heart is beating fast thinking about it. I have so many orders right now that I have to pray on it because I don't know if I could finish it in time by the time that they need because that's how many orders I have. And you know how the phrase is, "Be careful what you pray for." Because I prayed on that. I prayed that I can get orders to where I'm able to um benefit off of and actually make a money. I'm not making six figures. I'm not making no seven figures, but I'm not living check to check, and it sure as hell ain't no damn $400 a month. And then I also have my graphs, and then I have more than just crochet. I have my crochet. I have my patterns, and I give the lessons, and I do. Well, I'm doing this. I don't get paid for this, but it's so many things that I do that generate some type of income, whereas this can be my full-time job. Do you steam your blankets?
I do.
Yes. Actually, tomorrow I'm doing um what is it? Blocking. Tomorrow's the last damn class. Blocking. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. Blocking your stuff. And that's the last one before I go into my podcast and before I go into video tutorials on what is it? Patreon. So I'm going to be doing the videos instead of a graph pattern, it'll be on video. So my new rug will be coming out soon. It's going to be a rug with that 70s yarn. And if you want the pattern, it'll be on Patreon. But tomorrow, yes, we're going to do blocking. Why do we block? Because I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't block, but we block because you have after you finish your blanket, it looks wrinkled. When you put it out, it's wrinkled. So it's also, you take your yarn and your project places. So you need to make sure that you're washing it and sterilizing it. So I showed the many things that I use, especially now during this pandemic. And I found that I have a box. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I use. I'll show you. Oh, I use a lot of stuff. All right, so here we go. Laundry sanitizer. I put a little bit of this. Before I wrap it up and put it in the bag, I spray this. I spray that when I put it in the bag. For babies, I do use that for babies because I was told you can. And it's okay with color. I also use, oh no, not that. I was about to show you. Where is it? It's a wrinkle. Here it is. I use this. Wrinkle releaser. I spray this when you block it. I spray this and just let it sit out and air dry. Smells so good. Smells so good. Like, I gave that Cookie Monster blanket to them yesterday. Oh my God, they kept smelling it over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, can you look at the blanket? They was like, no, it just smells so good. I use this is good. I wrap it up with this in between. I don't do it to all of them, and I don't use every last one of them. But yeah, I started stocking up on all of this because I felt like I didn't realize it, but then I realized it one day, especially during this pandemic. Forget the pandemic, whether we had a pandemic or not. You're still carrying a damn yarn and hook and everything everywhere. You're still doing that. And if we're giving it to babies, I had to like mentally think about it. Like, we should be doing this anyway. We should be doing this anyway. So that's why I said I'm going to start doing this routine, because this routine is what's going to help. Period. We're always going to have this pandemic situation. We're always going to have to worry about the next virus or something out there. So this right here can help. And it's hard to find, but when I see it, I get it. I bought it from the local store around my area. They had a whole bunch, and then I went back and they had no more. So when I see it, I buy a whole bunch. Then I tell my son to go back there and get more. Yeah, I'm that person. I don't care. Don't get mad at me. I don't care. But I'm that person. Will have like 4 or 5 people go pick me up some, please. I'm just cash after you the money. I do that because we're gonna need this for a good while. Like, this pandemic is gonna start up a whole lot more again. So you just need to be up on your game and do what you need to do. And yes, I mail my orders. And what size hook I use for my blankets? I and J. Now, I never used J before until now, because I crochet tight. And I want to be like Gail and crochet so nice and pretty. And hers is like, when she holds it up, you can see like through, like you can see the stitches. Mine is not like that. So when I use a bigger hook, a larger hook, it gets like a little bit like that. But I crochet so daggone tight though, and I don't know why. My mom says I crochet like I fight.
I'm getting sleepy, Shanna. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're about to close down a little bit now because I gotta go pick up dinner, a late dinner, because I told you I just woke up. I just woke up. Uh, you were stuck. What do you mail your orders in? What
A
do you
box.
mean? A box, right? Uh, yeah, I do priority mail. I have a whole bunch of them stacked over there because I send in priority. Yours over there too, Gail. And I have Ashley's. I have Annette's and Ashley's. I just put together. I said my dumb self is gonna move and take the damn boxes with me.
Put them in the mail, sis.
No, you just don't understand. I hate bringing boxes to the mail because I gotta walk with them things, and I'm walking in the
Tell Idris to take
hood,
you to the post office.
huh?
Tell Idris to take you to the post office.
Right. I will. So yeah, it's over there though. I'm gonna do it. The crazy thing is I mailed the damn box for the order though. My orders go out.
I'm on a crochet live. I'll call you back in a few minutes.
Let me see. All of those things are so expensive. In a couponer, I get those kind of things, but they are still expensive. Uh yeah, but it's worth it. And it's worth it for me. I don't know anything that is a little cheaper. If it's something out there that's a little cheaper, I'll get it. But it's also lasting. If it lasts me right now, it's lasting me like 2 months. I had it for 2 months now, and I still got almost a whole bottle. You only need a cap full. It's not. I feel like it's even though it's expensive, I can use it for a good amount of my items. Um. All right. I get my fabric softener from the dollar store. Shay, because you are feisty diva and you are taking your frustration out on yarn. Shay, I love podcasts. Mine is going to be real. Watch. Let me tell you something. This right here, I'm restrained. I feel like I can't be me on this. But that podcast, baby, wait. I'm going to tell you everything, right? The stuff that Gail and I talk behind the scene is juicy. Real juicy. So I'm going to talk about it because I feel like it needs to be known. A lot of us crocheters are petty, very petty, and then they wonder why they don't got anything or not making anything. I'm not doing it for gossip. I'm doing it for educational purposes. Everything I do is educational purpose. But I need to say it because it needs to be known. Being a certain type of way can get you into no money. Then you wonder why I don't have any customers. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, do you get those plastic bags to wrap in first, like when you order? Oh,
I don't.
I really don't. No. Mm-mm. I wrap it up in like a regular tissue paper or something like that. Schedule a mail pickup. Uh, I live in. Do you know where I live? They don't even drop off. Gail just said my mail is horrible because she ordered me something and I still ain't get it yet. Yeah, they sent me a notice saying, because I said I had an order and I didn't get my order yet. And it was like, oh, they said that they dropped it off. Nobody even rang my bell. And they said they did 2 attempts. They never came on my block. That's how bad my bill is. That's why I can't wait till I leave.
Shay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be hanging up soon. I'm tired. I gotta get up early. She said I'm making her sleepy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to go because I gotta get the little young one in the bed. But I will be back on tomorrow to do blocking and talk about my podcast. I'm going to give a little introduction onto my podcast and what is going to be the first thing that I am going to talk about in my podcast. And you'll let me know if you like it or not. It's going to be real deal talk, and some people may get their feelings hurt, but it's not to ridicule anyone. It's more so for educational purposes.
Girls to step on their necks.
So yeah, it is. So, it's educational though. It's educational though.
Touche.
So you mean to say when we talk about certain things that's going on outside and we say they should do this or they should do that, or that's educational? Because I'm not doing it in a gossiping way. I'm not gonna tell who these people are. If you know who they are, then you know who they are, and it is what it is. But I'm not gonna say who the people are. I'm just gonna say it's certain things that you can't tell people because they know it all.
P-E-T-T-Y.
What?
Deisha said P-E-T-T-Y.
Deisha, you saying I'm petty?
Period. Pooh. I only have 3 rows left, and I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Wait, I thought you was.
I need to put the other 3 rows on the border.
Oh, girl, do it and get that over with.
Why does this happen every time I get to the end of the road? Every single time. I'm tired.
I'm going back to Deisha. Why would you think I'm petty doing that?
Because you are Blanche Ara.
I don't think I'm petty. I think that it is a lesson that needs to be learned from people who think they know it all.
Shay said she'll go hum in the corner.
She doing it now, probably.
It's your ass petty, and they know it.
Well, if I'm petty, I'm petty, and I bet you come listen. So how about that?
That was petty.
You're gonna come listen. So if I'm petty, then who's pettier?
The shade.
Nah, it's cool. I listen. I try to do everything for an educational purpose, not necessarily for being petty or shade. I try to do it an educational purpose. When I get comments, I use them as educational purposes. When I get questions and they don't like what I say, I use that as an educational purpose. And I try to write it down so I can always remember. Like, I remember this person said this about, what I told them. So I use it. And I would ask like questions for people who I look up to and people who I'm trying to get. When I finish this class, I can't wait till I finish this class, man. It's going to be some serious talks that I'm going to have, because this class is putting me in a whole type of emotional situation. Like, for real. You know why? It's putting me in. Why is this doing this? It's putting me in an emotional situation because I am tested. Like, I'm trying to give you guys tools on how to progress and get your business going. But then it's asked to me, well, if you are trying to help somebody else with their business, what is your business? And I don't think you're doing the right thing. And she's right. But it was making me upset and it was making me mad because I'm thinking, oh, I'm good. I did this, I do this, I do that. And in reality, I really wasn't. So yeah, it's testing me, but it's a good thing because I'm able to She said she's not saying I'm petty. I knew you wasn't. I knew
Well,
you
who's
wasn't.
saying
That's
petty,
Gail.
Deisha?
That's just Gail.
That's right. That's right, Sha. Don't change your mind, Deisha. Don't change your mind, girl. You said it. She said
Listen,
what she said.
listen.
And I'm glad I could make your day better. She said, period, poo.
At least I know you'll be watching. Now that's petty. Bobbins. I gotta call this chick. Bobbins are petty. That's petty. Bobbins. I do not like bobbins at all whatsoever. At all. No. They cramp my style. They cramp my style. I'm gonna just go without bobbins. I don't even know what made me stop liking bobbins. I just can't do it. I don't know why. I just can't do it. And I have no idea why. But all right, we're about to depart. It's 8:52 and I'm about
Now
to go.
it's time to say goodbye to all my family.
DIVA.
CROY because we like you. CHETE. What?
Really? CAT what?
That's a CHET.
Oh
Crochet.
Lord.
You want to start a diva shit?
I tried no bobbins and it was hell.
Shay,
It was a
shut
done.
up. Shay, shut up. You was gonna take it loose anyway. You agreeing with her.
Frog, Shay Frog. That's what I'm gonna call her. Shay Frog. She says she hasn't frogged anything in a while, but we'll
No,
see.
it should be Frog Shay.
Frog Shay.
And Heifer, I did say E.
She always ready to correct somebody.
Yeah, Frog Shay.
Always
Frog
to
Shay.
correct somebody.
Frog Shay. Ribbit.
Correct. Since you're ready to correct somebody, how about you correct those frog and everything you frog?
Or we could call you Complete Shay.
Complete Shay. She can't be complete Shay. She always frogging.
Frog Shay.
She need to complete something first.
Complete Shay instead of Frog Shay. You kept your
She
dress.
She kept the dress. I saw the dress.
Oh. So what the dress look like? Because that looked like a shade. So basically you should have frogged the dress.
No, it was cute.
Even though it's backwards.
Okay, I gotta go. I can't with this chick. I gotta go. Have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. I can't deal with this chick. She got issues. She got mental issues. I can't with her. I'm done.